Hello, hello. I've been meaning to do this video for a while and I kept forgetting. And then we got four new people on our team yesterday. So that really put fire under me to get this done. But hello, welcome to the Scentsy world. So if you're watching this, I'm either your sponsor or I show up as your director in the workstation. Oh, I'm excited for you. You're gonna love this journey. And I just wanted to give you a quick few pointers, just some stuff for new people, or even if you're not new and you didn't know this, I apologize if you didn't, but just some little tips. And first off, I think the biggest thing to start with, I know when you first join, it's like, it's a lot. So first off, just relax. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to do great. Your sponsor's here to help you, so feel free to go to them with questions. Otherwise, you're welcome to go in this group, Wax Boss Wolfpack. I have a lot of stuff pinned in the featured posts. I have a thread for new consultants. So I have a big post that says new consultants. And if you look in the comments, there's a lot of different little tips in there. Otherwise, utilize the post topics in the group. I try to give everything a post topic, like training, sponsoring, stuff like that. Otherwise, the search feature is a good one. I have a post topic for new consultants as well, so you can search info that way. Otherwise, I'll show you a couple of things on the workstation. I don't want to overwhelm you, but just some basic stuff. Especially if you join with one of the smaller kits, they don't always give you everything you need. So it's okay though. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm winging this as I go, but some things to know off the top of my head is, one, we get paid monthly. So every month on the first of the month, your sales are going to go back to zero. PRV means personal retail volume. That is your sales. PRV. And a lot of this is laid out in your new consultant handbook. And if you didn't get one, I'll show you where to find it. So first things, let's go to training. We're going to go to the training section in your workstation. And if you go right here where it says browse by topic, they have a whole, there it is. They have a whole section for new consultants. So a lot of the stuff that you need to know is in here, like your consultant guide. Definitely read your consultant guide. Print your own labels. The first things first checklist. I'm trying to find. Okay, but they give you a lot of stuff. I thought they had the compliance stuff in here, but that's okay. But they have a lot of new consultant info right in here, and I have it organized. That's what I really like. So definitely read the new consultant guide. Get through your first things first checklist on your workstation. All that good stuff. It's all right there. Otherwise, you're welcome to go to the other stuff in training. They have everything. Oh, they even have a new consultant one right there. Isn't that cool? But yeah, they have everything categorized and organized pretty nicely. So now we're going to go back. I'm clicking dashboard. We're going to learn how to make your own party link. So I'm going to click orders. So I'm on the orders page, because that would be my other biggest tip to you, is always have an open party. So when you're a consultant, it's almost like being the host of your own party, like all the time. And it's super fun. You always want to have a party with you set as the hostess on your website. For if anybody's going to place a random order that you don't know about, you want them to attach it to your party, because not only are you going to get commission, you're always going to get commission when people order from you. But if they attach it to your party, you're going to get the host rewards that go with it. So think of it like, if you ever hosted a party, you know how that is. So we're in the orders tab. I'm going to go to create a party. And this is where you can name it anything fun. Here, I'm just going to do whatever pops up, just for an example. So I'm going to name it Maria's Fall Wonderland just for the purpose of this video. And then you're going to just make it easy for yourself. Check the box. Use the consultant as host. It usually is all set to ship to you. Bada bing, bada boom. And so right here, this is where you can set up how it's going to look on your website. So if any of you have been my customer and you go to my little party page, you know how I always put a picture and I have a message, and this is where you can add a picture, and you can even showcase, featured products, and there's always a default, but you can use your own, and this is where you put the end date. I always do it like a few months. It doesn't mean you have to leave it open that long, but it just means you can set it and forget about it for a while. So once you get through all that, I'm going to click continue, and then there we go. Now you want to make sure to copy that link and save it somewhere. If you are using your phone, save it on your phone's clipboard, send it to yourself in Messenger. That is that's a really good little trick that I picked up over the years. So I'm going to go delete that party really quick. So I went to open orders. There's my Fall Wonderland. I'm just going to delete it before people wonder what I'm doing. There we go. But now, since we're in the orders tab, I'm still in the orders tab. Now, see how everything's by tabs. This is where you can see what parties you have open. So I have my own party open right here, and then I have parties for other people. That's your open orders. So now your history is past orders that have been placed. And it's so goofy on your computer. Here, I'm going to move it over. There we go. It's really goofy. On your phone, I believe it shows up better, but here's a good example. If somebody's order says posted, that means the sales have been posted and recorded on your end. There's shipped. I'm trying to find one if there's one that says printed. Oh, there's not. That's okay. Let me see. Oh, none of these. Hold on. Trying to move it over. There we go. Okay, here we go. So usually it starts at posted, and then when it goes to printed, that means the shipping label has been printed. So usually when it's at printed, it'll ship within a day or two. And then posted, yeah, posted, printed, and then shipped. So that is the lifespan of your order. But yeah, definitely, I'm a learn by doing, so that's how I learned my workstation, was just by going in there and clicking around. But otherwise, I do know in the first things first checklist, they do show you some things. Otherwise, you know, me or your sponsor, if I am not that person, they are happy to show you as well. But definitely, you're going to be mostly on your orders tab in your workstation. Training, if you do want to educate yourself, there is tons of free training available to us. Every Tuesday there's a webinar that we it's free and we can listen to it. Otherwise, I would say the main tab that you should look at in your workstation, I would say almost daily, definitely on Thursday. Thursdays is when we get new product announcements, but is your news tab right there. This is going to be your best friend. In the news tab, they're always going to have in the latest. This is where they're going to tell us about upcoming product launches, anything like that. Highlights from the month end live, because they do a month end live every month, and that's fun too. But this is where you'll get info about new stuff, you know, launches, prices, all those things. So definitely utilize your news tab, because all the information is right there, right there for us. And we do have free marketing pictures. There's a whole marketing section, but I would definitely encourage. So these are just my little tips that I wish somebody would have told me years ago when I started, because I didn't really, my sponsor, things were different back then too, and my sponsor didn't really show me a whole lot of stuff. But when you can, definitely take your own pictures. Be yourself. You don't try to be salesy. Just the way I think of it is, act like you're talking to your friend and you're trying to tell your friend about this. would you be like, oh, here's my counter clean, here's the website, go back? No, you wouldn't. You'd just be like, oh, dude, you gotta smell this. This smells awesome. You know what I mean? And look what I cleaned with it. That kind of stuff is just be authentic, be yourself. Share your own pictures when you can. Share how you're using the product. That's what's going to get people's attention. The marketing pictures in the workstation are really nice. They are nice if you don't have the product, or they're really good for parties. Otherwise, there's a lot of Scentsy groups with pictures as well. We call those flyers when they're pre-made, all cutesy like. We call those flyers. Those are really nice too. But I think the biggest thing is just trying to be you. Don't overthink it. Don't stress it. Just be you. Share the products, share what you love, and enjoy the ride. That's all I can think about it at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more. I'll probably think of it after I'm done hitting record, but I just want to welcome you to the team and show you really the basic is the first thing you want to do right when you sign up, is make sure you got that open party on your website. Other than that, it's a lot of reading in the beginning. Definitely read the compliance, because there are things we can and cannot do. So make sure to look at that, because you don't want to end up accidentally doing a no-no. But there's tons of stuff, tons of resources, people here happy to help you. We're all, on the same journey, so might as well come together as a team. But yeah, enjoy the ride, and I will see you soon. I knew it. I thought of something. So as far as having your open party, that's what it was. You don't ever want to close a party until it's at least over 500. Just your personal party. If it's someone else, you have an actual host, you have a person hosting a party with you, that's a little different, because they kind of get to decide when they want to close it. But here, I'll show you this girl's party. So you want to close it. You're looking at the host base at your party. I know it can be confusing in the beginning, but hopefully I can explain this well. Okay, so this is what the host rewards are based off of, is the host base. That is what the host rewards are based off of. And if you can see, these are attached orders. So that means these people, they ordered online and they attached it to this party. So she would get host credit. But say I have my host wants to order, I'll just say a mini warmer. Oh, there we go, a mini fan diffuser. There we go. Say my host wanted to order a mini fan diffuser, and I added it to her cart. So now you'll see. So when we actually submit this order, that means I will get 15 PRV off of it, but now her host base went up a little bit as well, because it's contributing to that, if that makes sense. But you definitely don't ever want to close your own personal party until that host base is over 500, because it's that third bracket of host rewards. So get to know your host rewards. It's on page 59 of your catalog. At least this season, this video is going to be on YouTube, so it might be in a different page in a different season, but you know what I mean. Get to know the host reward chart, know it well, and know that you want to get in that third bracket with your own personal party. Once it gets over 500, you enter your stuff, do your thing. I usually use the free stuff. That's what I usually use for a Happy Meal, and what to send to people in the half-offs, and I'll use it on probably my own personal things that I might need. But that's totally up to you. This is your business. You do you, boo. But definitely let that puppy get over 500, and then wait. Once you enter your host rewards, your half-offs, all the things, you pay for it, and you submit the order. That's what closing it means, is you've submitted the order, so now it will no longer show up in your open orders. It's going to be over in your order history. So that's what closing out a party means. It means you submitted the order and you closed it out. So then once you do that, is you immediately turn around and you make a new one. You always have an open party. And you'll get the hang of that. Trust me, it's a lot in the beginning, but once you get used to the flow, after a few months, you'll You'll be just fine.